And we're going. This is weird.
What? This is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is new. And I don't hate it. But what's up?
Just hanging, man.
Same.
Waiting on Mania.
I feel like we've been waiting on Mania forever, but I also feel like Mania just snuck up on us out of nowhere.
Well, it was like it went from Rumble at your house to it's WrestleMania in a week. In like 2 days, it feels like.
Honest to God, this time has flown by. And I remember when you were leaving after the Rumble, I was like, God, there's so much time until WrestleMania. And I don't know where the hell the time is going.
No, it disappeared. It's fucking completely gone now.
Yeah.
But yeah, WrestleMania is in a week. So
a lot of big stuff's been happening.
Yeah. This is before Raw and SmackDown, like the go-home shows.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, I don't imagine we're going to get much new progress on storylines other than maybe finally getting a Cena Taker confrontation.
Yeah, but I still feel like that's not going to happen. I feel like it might be like a thing of Cena's just going to be out in the ring at Mania calling him out, and then he comes out.
I think they might end Raw with him, calling him out one more time, and then just dong, lights go out. But you don't see him. That's it. Just the lights go out.
Yeah,
that's it. That's him accepting the challenge. And then, like we already discussed at Mania, Kid Rock comes out.
Oh my God!
From the rafters on a flying motorcycle. It just starts American Badass.
My name is Kid Rock. Fuck, I'd kill my fucking self.
Oh, I'd be so happy. It'd be the best Mania ever. I don't know. I just don't feel like he could come back as the dead man.
No, I don't think it would make any sense.
To have it would make last WrestleMania's final image useless.
Yeah, it'd be so weird.
The story of the coat and the hat is he's done. The dead man is no more. He's done.
I just feel like they're not. I feel like they don't give a shit. That is just me. Yeah. I feel like they're just going to do it anyway.
Yeah, and I feel like it's one of those things where they're all right, we've been waiting on this for forever. We're just going to go. It doesn't really matter. And in all honesty, we talked about this a little bit earlier. I kind of feel like that's how a lot of the matches at Mania are this year, where they're matches that are just really good, and they're matches people want to see. So they just don't really build them, I guess.
Yeah, AJ Shinsuke doesn't need a build.
No.
Like the Ronda Rousey match didn't it's had a bit of a build, but really it didn't need one. You could have just thrown her in there and people would have cared about it. Brock Reigns is the only one that I think really needed a build, and a lot of people have been shitting on that, but I think they've done a really good job building toward that match.
And I think Reigns has out-promoted Heyman in quite a few of the last few weeks.
Yeah. And, well, we talked about that on the episode we recorded a few weeks ago that I never uploaded because I'm a forgetful piece of shit. But, yeah. You guys didn't get to hear that, but we were talking about it. It was a really good episode. I just work a lot and never fucking uploaded it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Roman's done really good promo work leading up to it. I can't really talk about Raw or SmackDown because I've only watched one of each since the Rumble.
Yeah, about the same. I listened to a Raw and SmackDown recap on my way to work in the mornings.
Yeah. So
I typically hear what's happened, but yeah.
I don't know. I just on top of I work during Raw and SmackDown, which I could easily watch it when I get home, but it's usually a thing of I don't really care.
Yeah, it's a thing of, do I want to devote 3 hours of the only free time I have to watching something where I'm going to get maybe 30 minutes of actual content that matters.
Yeah. I don't know.
And
I'm going to watch Mania either way. Like, I don't have to watch Raw or SmackDown when I get to it. I'm going to watch it either way it goes.
and I mean, I think me and you are both very excited for Mania.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm. The build, and we were talking about this earlier, like, the build for Mania last year was awful.
Yeah.
Whereas this year's has been, like, decent, I think. And I was excited for Mania last year even, so, like, I'm more excited for this year's Mania. That's because the build up's been a little better, but like last year the build up was fucking terrible, and I still was excited.
Yeah, me too. And last year was kind of similar, where they didn't have a great build, but on paper the matches were really good, and it turned out. I mean, we watched Mania together last year, and everyone there, I think, at the end was very satisfied with what we got out of it.
Yeah, it was a long 4-hour show, but like I think all in all it was like a 6 or 7 hour show.
Like, yeah, it was like 6 or 7. Which we got to strap in for that on Sunday. Yeah.
Well, my Saturday and Sunday is going to be really busy because as soon as I get home from work Saturday, I'm watching TakeOver. And then after I watch TakeOver, I'm going to watch Supercard. And then after that, I guess I'll go to sleep, maybe, and wake up and just sit until it starts.
I'm going to do about the same. I've got an event on Saturday night during TakeOver, and then as soon as I get home, I'm going to watch TakeOver, and then probably watch Supercard and sleep as much as possible before we have to watch Mania for 7 hours.
Okay, so while we're on the subject of Supercard and outside of WWE stuff, I told you earlier I watched the Golden Lovers and the Young Bucks match from from Strong Style Evolved, and yeah, I shed man tears throughout the whole match. I was so sad.
I watched it the day after it happened, and I was sending you messages, or you and Blue messages in the group chat, and I was like, "This is the most emotional match I have ever watched in my life." Oh my god!
Yeah.
I was like, it reminds you of every friend you've ever had that you're not friends with anymore. Yeah. You're just like, oh my god, I can't handle this. It literally is a male soap opera.
It was like, I have never been so invested in a story in wrestling in, I won't say ever, probably ever, but I won't say that. It's definitely been a really long time, like since I was a kid for sure.
I mean, I think it's probably since Punk was really doing his thing that I've been this invested in a storyline.
It was just.
It was a fantastic match, top to bottom. There were some great spots. I loved Matt's selling of his back. Mm. I'm really digging that, and I'm really digging the kind of dissension between the Bucks.
Yeah, and I'm kind of scared that's going to lead to a breakup with them, which I don't want. That's not what I want.
I don't see it happening. I just don't.
It just seems really like. It seems like Matt's on Cody's side and Nick's on Kenny's side, and I don't want that. But that's the picture that I'm being painted. To me, at least, that's what it seems like.
But I mean, in the last Being the Elite,
which I didn't.
They
watch.
both.
Still haven't watched that.
Well, spoiler alert here. Both the Bucks say after, I believe it's Strong Style Evolved, I don't know that we should trust this guy about Cody,
which is fair.
Yeah, and I don't know. Did you see the letter Cody posted on Twitter after he accidentally shoved Matt?
No, I don't think I did.
It was so funny. It was just, I am so sorry for hurting my best friend in the entire world, Matt Jackson. I would never, ever know. I mean, I'm reading it and I'm like, I can see them all sitting there just dying laughing, writing this out for them. And it was hilarious. Cody is like, honest to God, a wrestling genius.
Yeah, he really is. He has successfully made he's made me hate his fucking guts throughout this entire storyline. I can't.
But at the same
him.
time, I fucking love him.
Yeah, yeah.
And the thing that I think Cody has done that has worked for him is that when you look at him, you almost still think he's WWE.
Yeah.
This is you almost feel this is just this WWE rich boy who is just fucking around on the indies. And so it makes you want to hate him, and he's doing it so well. I think Cody's the best heel in the independents right now.
Oh, yeah, he definitely is. So, like, presents another question. Is he's, like, teasing a new logo for the Bullet Club?
I'm wondering if that was an April Fool's Day joke.
Well, it's supposed to come out Thursday, I think.
Oh, is it? Because he posted
I'm pretty
today.
Sure.
He posted today a picture of the Bullet Club logo with Stardust paint.
Yeah, I saw that.
Doing the hand sign and stuff, and I thought he was just like fucking with. That was him fucking with people. Maybe
I could be wrong. Let me check it again.
He's gonna get kicked out of the Bullet Club. Is what's gonna happen.
Yeah. 2 days ago, he said the classic Bullet Club logo is being retired. I'll be unveiling the new logo next week. If you can, it's probably fucking backwards and you can't even read it, but
yeah. But still, I don't know. So speaking of Bullet Club, because we could probably spend a whole entire podcast just talking about Bullet Club drama.
Yeah.
Did you watch the whole Strong Style Evolve show?
I watched Paige and Jay White, and then I watched the tag match at the end.
Paige, I felt so bad for Paige and Jay White because they put on
It was a great match.
But that crowd was already just gassed out, and they knew they had this huge match coming up next. It was almost like they were like, okay, we've got to just chill during this match. But they put on a fucking great match.
Yeah, it was a great... I feel... If that card had been done in Japan, the Paige Jay White match would have gotten a better response. Because I feel Japanese fans are more used to a great match card, whereas in America we have the WWE and their cards are great match, cool down, great match, cool down, main event, great match.
Well, and even in the independents, it's the independents. These guys are still developing. They're not, the best of the best of the best. So a lot of the matches aren't always the greatest matches. And even Strong Style Evolved overall, I watched the whole show. It was a good show. It was. Top to bottom, really, really good show. But the crowd was hot from the beginning. And they were hot in the way the Japanese fans are, where they sat there and politely clapped and,
I noticed that, actually, and I'm really glad they did that. I'm glad they weren't a bunch of fucking marks.
I did, too. And the thing that I thought was cool, and I think the reason that it happened, almost subconsciously with a lot of these fans was at ROH's Global Wars. I watched some of those matches. The Japanese fans acted like Americans.
Right.
They were rowdy. They were screaming. They were chanting all the time. And it was like, wow, these guys were like adopting the style.
Yeah.
They were like, this is the show we're going to see, so this is how we're going to act now.
Maybe that's why. Which is crazy to believe that like a whole crowd would think the same way and be like, okay, these guys are used to this style of crowd, so we have to act this certain way. It's crazy to believe that, but that could easily be the case.
Well, and what I think it might even be more of a case of is understanding what the different products are.
Yeah.
You go to an NJPW show, know what the history of this is. You know how the Japanese fans are. You know how, what the common chants are. That when Minoru Suzuki comes out, you sing the Kazunare. That you clap whenever there's a good series of combinations. There's all those little subtle things that you just know. This is how an NJPW match is going to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, Strong Style Evolved. If you haven't watched the whole card, I think it is really worth it. Even some of the little matches. Kind of going back to Bullet Club, the Cody and Marty Scurll versus Tama Tonga and Tangaloa match. Really good tag match between the four of them. Good kind of promo work before Tangaloa talked, and I think that's the first time I've ever heard Tangaloa say anything ever. And he kind of just sounded like a baby Tama Tonga. He doesn't, how Tama cannot really say a lot and be the fuck you bitch, I'm gonna fuck your ass up, bitch, fuck, whatever. But he can do it his way, and you're like, okay, yeah, Tama Tonga's a badass.
Yeah.
Tangaloa doesn't really have that quite
right.
He tried, and he put in a good effort, but he kind of just missed the mark a little bit. But it was a good match. I wanted Gorillas of Destiny to win. I thought they should. I think I don't like the idea of when good tag teams lose to two singles wrestlers who decide they're a tag team.
Yeah, I don't either. Like a lot of people were saying that the Bucks shouldn't have lost to Kenny and Kota because of the same thing, and I'm like, but Kenny and Kota were like possibly the greatest tag team in Japan before Kenny became this major like star in New Japan, and Kota went out and did his own thing. Like they were already one of the top tag teams in DDT and New Japan.
Yeah, but have you seen the Sakura Genesis results?
Yes, I have.
Cody and Marty beat the Golden Lovers.
Yeah.
I'm not cool with that.
No.
I'm not cool with the Bucks moving up to the heavyweight division and then losing to the Golden Lovers, and then having the Golden Lovers lose to Cody and Marty. I mean, it pisses me off, especially because I don't really believe that Marty's going to stay in the Bullet Club for that long.
No. And if he does, I don't think he's going to be on the Cody side of it.
I would love.
It just doesn't. It wouldn't sit well with me.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I would love for Cody to get kicked out and Marty to become the leader.
Yeah.
Kenny's obviously done with the Bullet Club. I mean, and I'm okay with that. The guy can do whatever the fuck he wants. Start selling some Golden Lover tees and Hot Topic. And I've seen a lot of people be like, oh, the Bullet Club just got the Hot Topic deal. I don't think the Bullet Club got the Hot Topic deal. I think NJPW got the Hot Topic deal.
Because there's LIJ shirts and other stuff in there too.
Yes, and they started pushing it by pushing the Bullet Club merchandise.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we're going to start seeing Golden Lovers tees soon.
Yeah, to think that a single faction would get a merchandise deal with a retail store over the company that faction works in is a little ridiculous to believe, I think. Yeah, I completely agree with you. New Japan got that deal. Bullet Club was like included in it for a major part of it, but New Japan's the one with the Hot Topic deal.
And I wouldn't be surprised if the Bullet Club were even the kind of the middlemen of it almost.
Yeah.
Going between this Japanese wrestling company to the U.S. Hot Topic stores, and maybe they even went to Hot Topic and said, "Hey, this is how successful we are. Look at what we're doing. Look at our show we got on YouTube. It's monetized. We're making money off that. We're selling making all this money on pro wrestling tees. Plus, NJPW is picking up steam.
Yeah.
And look at all these crazy stars the U.S. fans are starting to like. And but it wasn't just the Bullet Club getting a deal with Hot Topic.
That's insane. It's ridiculous to believe, I think. That's just so insane. I don't know how anyone could actually think that it was just the Bullet Club.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense to me.
I think your dog agrees. I mean, it's making him itch how annoying it is that people think that the Bullet Club got the Hot Topic deal.
Yeah, it's really bothering them. Hey, can you not do that? Can you?
I enjoy I like our third. He's doing good. He's giving a lot of good insight to the pro wrestling world.
He scratches himself for attention. When I don't give him attention, he just sits back there and scratches himself.
So I haven't watched Sakura Genesis yet, and I'm probably going to when we actually get off of here.
Yeah.
But heard Zack Sabre Jr. and Okada was a really good match. Gato once again almost fooled me. There was just this part of me that really was like, this is it. This is the fucky time where Gato's gonna do some shit and ZSJ is gonna be the JPW champion.
I feel
didn't
like
happen.
I feel like he's just gonna have Okada hold it until he beats Tanahashi again.
Well, so Tanahashi evidently came out after the final match or the championship match and said, "Hey, you're tied my record. You have to beat me to beat it." Da, 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 da. And I told you this probably about a month ago, maybe. I had this weird feeling that Gato is gonna have Tanahashi beat Okada for the title. And then have Okada be just pissed because that was the one record he didn't break. He couldn't beat the Ace. Go on to win the G1. Tanahashi Okada for the last time at Wrestle Kingdom. And the reason I feel like this is more and more likely is that I don't know that we're going to see a Golden Lovers breakup this year.
I don't think so. Unless it's some sort of like crazy storyline where in order for Kenny to be accepted back into the Elite, he has to turn on Coda, and for whatever reason he does it. I don't know. But yeah, I agree. I don't think they're going to break up this year or anytime soon.
I don't see Kenny ever being like, I got to get back into the Elite or the Bullet Club or whatever. Because for one, I think the Elite would welcome him back with Coda.
Yeah. Which is what I think is going to happen.
I don't see Kenny. I see Kenny and the Bucks always kind of having like a connection and always being friends after they kind of get over their shit. But I don't ever really see them being the Elite again. Of course, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I might be wrong. That could hurt being the Elite. And I don't think they want to lose that. But I don't know. It's really interesting. And the thing is, I feel like we're not going to have a good resolution until September at All In.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking when I was watching Strong Style Evolved. I was like, when the match ended, I was like, okay, we'll get the end of this at Supercard. And then I was like, no, we won't. It's going to drag on until All In. Which, not drag on. Drag on's a bad way to put that, because like it's not dragging on. It's a really good storyline, but
exactly,
it's gonna be there until All In.
Well, and I don't. I read this like Twitter thread the other day that kind of explained the entire Elite, Cody, Brandy, Coda storyline. And this has been brewing way longer than we realized. There were so many little things they tipped off at being the Elite like almost 2 years ago that just dropped seeds for stuff that's happened now. Like the fact, like, have you, like, I know you watch Being the Elite, the whole Brandy and Cody, or Brandy and Kenny kissing thing.
Yeah.
Like, there was hints at that a year and a half ago.
The whole like Brandit thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Brandit thing, and even and in this thread, even before Brandit, there was like I can't remember off the top of my head. I read this thread like 2 weeks ago. There was like just these tiny little clues they dropped that this was going to occur, and this was how it was going to implode. Mm-hmm. And I just think it's so impressive that this group of guys have managed to write such a fantastic storyline and weave it into multiple promotions, a web series. I mean, just everything.
Supercard of Honor is getting the first Kenny Cody singles match.
Yep.
Not New Japan, which like I think is the craziest fucking thing.
Well, and I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction now. Cody is going to beat Kenny at Supercard.
Yeah.
I firmly Cody is going to beat Kenny. I think we might see a couple of very defining turns at Supercard. Mm-hmm. I don't think Marty will be one of them. I really think Marty will be. They're going to wait until All In to really show us where he's going to end up aligning himself. But Marty's another guy that I can kind of see just going off and doing his own thing.
Yeah, I kind of feel like he's just gonna like. I don't like that they put him in these tag matches with Cody because he's obviously like he's shown that he does not want to be in the middle of this.
Well, and now he like isn't really and it's at Strong Style Evolved. He like didn't even cut a promo. Like the Cody and Marty versus God match. Yeah. Cody started off by cutting this promo and being like, "Remember, guys, we're all a team together, and I love all of you. And remember, we're all Team Cody, yeah." And then God was like, "Man, actually," and the thing God said this that I thought was really important. They said, "If we're any team, it's definitely not Team Cody."
Yeah.
So I think if the Elite are going to be reformed, I think God is going to follow Kenny.
Yeah.
Which I think would make sense because I feel like Kenny kind of earned Tama's respect after G1 last year.
Yeah, I do too, and I feel Cody came in and was so different from everyone who has ever been in the Bullet Club. Like, he was so different from AJ and so different from Devitt, who like started the whole thing. Like Anderson and Gallows, everyone that's been in the Bullet Club has been a completely different character than Cody has. Like, Cody is completely different in every possible way. He's just an arrogant, like, piece of shit who is self-centered. He like wears suits. He never wears any like Bullet Club merch like the rest of the group does or anything like that. He's basically an individual in the club.
I do wish I had Cody's wardrobe. Continue.
Same. But he doesn't even feel like he's in the Bullet Club. He just feels like he is. Why? He just feels like he's Cody Rhodes in the Bullet Club.
He does. He does. It's Cody Rhodes being in the Bullet Club. Yeah, I don't know. Sam's gonna go help his dog out for a minute, and because he likes to bark, which is always fun. But yeah, good.
Okay, don't know what that was about.
He's okay there. I don't know if you. Yeah, that was fun. I don't know if you kept recording, but
I did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, good. I kept talking for us, so that's always fun. But yeah, I don't know. Bullet Club is just doing a lot. Bullet Club is the I don't even want to call it the Golden Lovers versus the Bullet Club storyline. It's just the Bullet Club in general storyline right now. Yeah. It's just great.
Coda is much more of a like wrong place, wrong time character in all of this. For Kenny, it's the right place at the right time, but like for everyone else, it just complicates things even more. Because if Coda wasn't there, it would easily just be like Kenny versus Cody over control of the Bullet Club. But now that Coda's there, it's like Kenny might beat Cody, but does he really like want control of the Bullet Club anymore because he's got Coda back? Like, would he even want that? So he could easily just beat Cody, and Cody's still the leader, and Cody just looks really fucking weak.
Exactly. Well, and the thing is, do the Bucks want to even be a part of the Bullet Club or anywhere near Kenny? Because I feel like they've been replaced by Coda.
Yeah.
And then in one of the past Bullet being the Elite episodes, they even say, "We corner you every match. We're in every title match, every match you're in. You never come to our matches. You never came to our title matches. Where were you?" And that's real animosity that you can build into that storyline.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a crazy, like, probably the craziest storyline in a while, I think. My grandmother's home. Come in.
And it's all going to lead to All In. second guest on the podcast. Hi, Grandma.
You want to be
Bye,
on?
Grandma.
You want to jump on?
No, thank you so very much. But no, thank you, kindly.
Okay.
Thank you, bye.
Okay, so we've had a lot of interruptions this show, but whatever.
It's okay. It's a lot better. Honestly, it's a lot funnier now that we're on the video.
Yeah.
So
Makes it a lot better. I'm not as like stressed out about it being perfect. I'm also sweating my ass off because I had to turn my fan off because it's loud as fuck. So like you can visibly see me sweating because it's like 80 degrees in my room right now.
It makes you feel any better from my end, I can't tell.
Well, that's good then. I just sold myself out for no reason.
So moving on a little bit from the whole NJPW thing, let's do some Mania predictions.
I'm down for that. Let me pull the card.
Let's get the match card pulled up, and let's do some Mania predictions.
Okay. Are we gonna include like Taker and Cena in that?
Yeah,
it's not confirmed, but like I'm 90% sure it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we're gonna include it in that. There's no point not to.
All right. So,
by the way, while we're doing this, I'm gonna stand up and walk. But so if the camera moves, that's why.
Okay. All right. So first up on this list, it has the armbar, otherwise known as the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, otherwise known as the armbar, which is what I like to call it. You have stairs in your house?
I'm not at my house.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck?
No, long story. I'll tell you after the podcast.
Okay, I was so confused. I saw you walking downstairs, and I was like, I spent 3 days at his house, and I did not walk downstairs one fucking time. What the fuck?
No, I'm not at my house. I'll explain it later.
Okay, so first, anyway, we have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I don't even know who's like confirmed for that match. I know Baron's in it, and That's all I know.
It doesn't really matter who's in it because Kurt Hawkins.
I agree.
Like, straight up, that's my prediction. Kurt Hawkins wins it, breaks his streak. Greatest goddamn long-term storytelling in WWE's history.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then we have the Women's Battle Royal.
Becky Lynch.
Yeah. If it had more of like a reason to want to win it, I would say Sasha. But it's like basically it's just a battle royal. So I'd have to say Becky too.
Well, I think that the story of it is going to be telling the Bayley Sasha story.
Yeah.
But Becky's going to win it.
Yeah. Okay, and then the Cruiserweight Championship match, which is a triple threat between Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali, and Vacant.
Are reigning, undefeated, undisputed Cruiserweight Champion of the world, Vacant.
I have Mustafa winning this, actually.
I do too.
They're about to start their... They have that Greatest Royal Rumble, or whatever it's called, in... is it in Dubai? Or is it in...
No.
Oh, it's in Saudi Arabia. It's in Saudi Arabia. Okay. That makes me sound like a shitty person. It's in Saudi Arabia. And he has that, like, Middle Eastern... He can sell that for him. And Cedric's already been champ, and they don't really do, like... So far, I don't think they've had a 2-time champ.
Cedric wasn't champ.
Cedric wasn't champ?
Nope.
Was he not?
Cedric ain't never won it. Rich Swann was champ.
I swear Cedric had won it before. But anyway.
Nope.
Thank you. Anyway. I could have swore Cedric had won it, but yeah, I still have Mustafa winning it. Simply because they're going to Saudi Arabia. That's not like the only reason. I feel like he truly does deserve it. I like Cedric, but Mustafa really showed out in this tournament. He looked really good.
And Mustafa's like random Twitter promos that he started cutting that actually made it onto 205 Live.
Yeah.
Like, that's that extra work that you put in that WWE notices and is like, all right, kid, let's go.
Yeah.
And I think WWE loves the idea of having a positive Middle Eastern role model as a champion.
Yeah.
I mean, money-wise, yes, it makes sense, but it just, it's a good message to send, period. They've had years of Middle Eastern characters being I'm going to bum you, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And that kind of sucks.
Yeah. I agree.
It's time that we have a Middle Eastern guy go in there and be a good baby face, get cheered. He deserves it. So yeah, I'm Mustafa Ali as well.
Yep. Okay, so we've had the same answer for everything so far. As we head into the Fatal 4-Way for the United States Championship match, which is the champion Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal versus Rusev. And before it was a Fatal 4-Way and it was just a triple threat without Rusev, I had Jinder winning.
Same.
But with Rusev added into it, I'm taking Rusev because he's the most over guy on SmackDown that's not named AJ Styles or Shinsuke Nakamura.
Name me a time in the last 5 years that they've had a last-minute championship match and that guy hasn't either eaten the pin or won.
Yeah,
it's one of the other.
Exactly.
And I don't think he's eating the pin. He's made them a lot of money here recently. Yeah, I see they won't want to cash in on that and get another Rusev Day title reign.
And I think him and Aiden should have won the tag team titles back at, was it Fastlane? I think. Was it Clash of Champions? I don't fucking remember.
I think it was Clash of Champions. So I think it was back in December.
Okay. Whichever one it was, one of those fucking B pay-per-views that don't fucking matter anymore. Yeah, I think him and Aiden should have won the tag titles, but if he picks up the US title next week, oh gosh.
I'm cool
with
with
it. It'd be
it.
much better. I've had like 5 beers today. I shouldn't have done that. But the Raw tag titles, Cesaro versus Braun Strowman and his mystery partner, which is probably just going to be Elias or fucking Elias.
You think so?
I don't know how it could be anyone else. Like the story they had with Braun and Elias, like I don't know, it just makes me believe it's going to be Braun and Elias leading into it.
I don't think so. I think this is the opportunity for them to get a big kind of WrestleMania moment. And I think at a minimum, we get either Samoa Joe or Dean Ambrose return. And Dean Ambrose, and I've been thinking about this a lot. So Dean Ambrose has been pulled from Access. Like his showings there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm almost wondering if they're like, all right, we're hiding him.
Yeah.
We're hiding him all weekend.
There's no reason he shouldn't be able to do Access just because he's injured. It just doesn't make any sense.
Maybe they want people to believe he's not there.
I mean, that makes sense, but like, it's almost too obvious to pull him from Access and have him come back at Mania because, like, he's just injured. He can still sign autographs and talk to people.
I don't know, man. You don't think that stadium would pop if?
No, no. I'm agreeing with you. I just think like if that's why they pulled him from Access, I think it's being too obvious. Like that's
fair.
There's no reason for him to be pulled from Access unless he literally like can't walk. And
yeah,
as far as I remember, it was like an arm injury or like a shoulder injury or something.
I think it was a shoulder.
Yeah, but
I think at a minimum we get a Samoa Joe or Dean Ambrose return. And I think we have the potential for some crazy shit like a Rey Mysterio or a hell, I don't know. There's been random rumors floating around that The Rock might have a surprise match. I mean,
I hope it's Neville.
Oh,
I hope it's Neville.
Even thought of that.
I hope so much that it's Neville.
That's who I hope it is.
Yeah.
That's who I want. Now I want Neville because that's a tag team we've talked about before. That
we have, yeah. Well, we did that did we not do that in our Royal Rumble, like, 2-day binge of WWE 2K17 or 2K18?
Yeah, where we created our own leagues and everything. Yeah,
we went all the way through WrestleMania in, like, 2 days.
Yep. That was fun.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun.
It was really fun. Yeah, I really hope it's Neville. We could make this a 2-part prediction and predict Braun's partner and who's going to win it. Because I feel like we're gonna have the same answer for who wins it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna go with Dean Ambrose as his partner. I just plus you can always say, oh yeah, Dean never lost a So I'm gonna go with Dean Ambrose and Braun Strowman as the winner.
I'm gonna go with Jeff Jarrett as Braun's partner. No, I'm gonna go with Elias as Braun's partner because I don't know. The storyline just makes it seem like there's no other direction they could go with it. And I don't think we're gonna get that answer Monday. I think we'll get it at WrestleMania when Braun comes out, and then right after it's gonna be like, and his partner, and then it's just fucking Elias walking out.
Booyaka, booyaka. That's what
I would pop. But yeah, I also have Braun winning. That's why I went with the 2-part prediction because I knew we'd have the same answer for that.
So we are still the same answers, I believe.
So the next match is Cammy, who I fucking used that term first, not goddamn AJ Styles. I said Cammy first. It is documented.
It is.
Versus Shane McMahon and the returning Daniel Bryan. Before we get into the predictions, I want you to go back to Clash of Champions when it was Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura. Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan were the special guest referees.
Mm-hmm.
When Kevin Owens pushed Daniel Bryan over Shane McMahon, do you remember that?
Yeah.
Do you remember me saying, wait a minute, isn't Daniel Bryan supposed to be on the no-touch list?
Yes.
I called him being cleared a long fucking time ago.
I think he's been cleared for a very long time.
Yeah.
I think he's been cleared for almost, maybe even like 6 months. And
at least as far back as December.
And they just really wanted to save it.
Yeah. Because when you're on the no-touch list, it literally means you are on the no-touch list. Nobody can fucking touch you at all in the ring.
Yep.
And Daniel Bryan took a back bump.
Yep. And that's a severe bump for a guy that evidently has too many concussions.
Yeah. So Daniel Bryan's been cleared since at least December. And as soon as he got pushed on the ground, I was like, something's not right here. That's not supposed to happen if you're on the no-touch list.
Yep.
But anyway... before I'm done tooting my own horn. I called it.
Going into a little bit of the match, there's a lot of factors going into this. I mean, I'm assuming Daniel Bryan's going to pick up the win. Well, actually, no, he's not. Cammy has to get back on there. So yeah,
they can't go to Raw. I mean, they could, but I don't want them to.
Yeah, I don't want them to. And with the brand split not really being a thing here soon, who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're gonna win. Shane will eat the pin. I'm worried about Shane's condition going into Mania. Diverticulitis is not a joke.
No, it is not. So you have Cammy winning. I have Cammy winning. But I think it's going to set up Daniel and Shane at some point down the road. Because Shane is going to eat the pin. There's no fucking way that they are going to let Daniel Bryan eat the pin in this match.
No.
It's just not a possibility. It's not going to fucking happen. No. And when Shane hits the pin, Daniel is going to get pissed and knee the fuck out of Shane McMahon's face.
I would love that.
That's how I see that going down. So we still have the same predictions, which I think might change in this match, which is the Intercontinental Championship triple threat: The Miz, Finn Balor, and Seth Rollins, or Mike Mizanin, Prince Devitt, and Tyler Black.
Mike Mizanin, Prince Devitt, Tyler Black, in a Ring of Honor arena. In downtown Milwaukee Falls, Wisconsin, 200. Yeah. I have a lot of back and forth thoughts on who I think is going to win this. I think they've made a decent case for each guy going in. I think Miz is going to retain.
I think he's not. And no matter whether it's Balor or Rollins, I have Rollins winning, but whether it's Balor or Rollins winning, Miz is not going to win. He just had a kid. Just had his kid a few days ago. And up until Mania, they haven't had a way to rot him off. Have him drop the belt, and he can just disappear. He does that. When he drops the belt, he's usually off TV for a little bit. He doesn't come out and demand a rematch the night after. He drops the belt, and he's gone for a little while to do whatever he needs to do. That's what they're going to do. They're not going to have him retain the belt because he's going to take time off. It's his first kid. I think that's obvious.
My only question, and I don't know the answer to this, how close is he to breaking the because he wants to break the longest reigning Intercontinental. That's been this whole thing. I'm breaking the record.
Yeah, and I thought about that too, but they can do that. He can just win the title back when it comes back.
Yeah.
They can have Seth or Finn, which, like I said, I have Seth winning it because, as far as I know, that's the last belt he needs for his Grand Slam. And I think they're really sold on having every Shield member have the Grand Slam because Roman just got it. Dean's had it for a little bit. And Seth is the only one who hasn't had it, which is crazy to me because he was the first world champion out of all three. So Seth is going to get his Grand Slam. I think that's my whole reasoning for him winning. But The Miz can just come back and win it back when he comes back. He can beat anybody on the roster, and it's not going to hurt their reputation because he's that, established.
Well, he's going to win in such a fucky way that it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with Miz. So, I don't know. I could just see that being a WWE decision, and then maybe him lose the next night at the Raw after Mania.
Could happen. It could happen.
But I do think
he could also lose it to an NXT call-up the next day.
I'd be cool. I'd be cool with that. With Velveteen Dream coming in and winning the Intercontinental title. Yeah.
As is, But next is another triple threat, but in a different way. It's a triple threat tag match for the SmackDown tag titles versus the You Say Oos, I Say O, Oos, O's, the New Day and the Bludgeon Brothers.
Oos, oh.
Which is not a TLC match yet.
Well, and I think it's going to probably be announced this week that it is.
I do
because
too.
WWE's app leaked it on accident and deleted it.
Yeah, and then their official, the official WWE Reddit account came on. Because somebody made a post about it. And they were like, nope, we never posted that. Here's what the website looks like, and here's what it's looked like ever since. And I'm like, that just seems like really bad PR cleanup.
Someone get this man off the internet. You don't know what you're doing on Reddit.
Yeah. You can't tell someone that he didn't see what he just saw. Not how that works.
Yeah, no. I think that they're gonna it's gonna be a TLC. Bludgeon Brothers probably winning it. Even if it's not a TLC, Bludgeon Brothers probably winning it. They've been building them very well. I've enjoyed what they've done with them, genuinely. So I'm excited for that match. I really am. I think that's has potential to be match of the night and tear the house down.
I think this will be the night of every title changes hands.
And I could very realistically see that.
There's a couple that I'm not sold. Well, there's one that I'm not sold on in particular, and we'll get to that later. But yeah, I have the Bludgeon Brothers winning as well. They are really over, and this is also going to be the night of newer guys that have just recently gotten over, getting what they need. Harper and Rowan have been a great tag team for a long time. Harper's great on his own, but Harper and Rowan have been a really great tag team for a very long time. And at the same time, New Day's been the champions for 9,000 times, and the Usos have been SmackDown champions since I was conceived. So I think it's the Bludgeon Brothers time, and I'm not upset about that. Usos are great, New Day are great, but it's the Bludgeon Brothers time.
Yep, absolutely.
And the next Raw Women's Championship, Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax, a match that I feel like even when they were doing the whole Asuka hasn't decided yet thing, I was like, she's just going to go to SmackDown. Obviously, why the fuck is Nia Jax having a match with Asuka if she's not going to have the match against Alexa at WrestleMania?
Yeah. This is like the match, the one match on the card that I just absolutely interest in.
Yeah.
Could
not care less.
Nia probably wins, I guess.
It only makes sense.
That's the only thing I think of.
There's no reason to put her in the match. Like, I feel like I don't care enough about this because, like, Nia's such a shitty wrestler. Like, she almost kills everyone every time she gets in the ring.
She either kills them or she just bores the death out of me.
Yeah.
And there's no in between.
1 second. I'm leaving for Louisville tomorrow, so I'm trying to, like, figure out when he's coming over tonight.
Fun. Oh, yeah, y'all are going to a show, aren't you?
Yeah. I was going to message you yesterday and see if you still wanted to go, but I figured you had to work.
Yeah, no. Probably too late to get time off.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, I have Now winning too for who fucking cares reasons. And then Kurt Angle, Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon in the annual Triple H puts over someone in his WrestleMania match because he buried everyone for the majority of his career. And that answers my prediction.
Same. Ronda wins. Ronda makes Stephanie tap with an armbar.
Yeah, there's just no reason for... Why would you have Ronda lose in her first match?
Yeah, there's zero... Yeah.
Nope. Anyway, moving on. WWE Championship match. AJ Styles versus the artiste Shinsuke Nakamura. This is the one that I have no fucking clue.
Because if you had asked me whenever this was rumored 6 months ago, I would have said Shinsuke.
Mm.
But the more I've thought about it, and the more they've told the story of the fact that Shinsuke won their first meeting in Japan, I'm not convinced.
I think there's two layers to add to the AJ case, and there's just one reason to add to the Shinsuke case. One is Shinsuke beat him in New Japan at Wrestle Kingdom 10? 9? 10? I think it was 10.
Yeah. 10.
Okay. 2, I think they want someone to take CM Punk's title reign away from him. And
yeah.
I don't think they would be any happier than it being AJ.
AJ fucking Styles.
They want it to be Roman, I feel. But they know that's not going to work. If Roman Reigns held the belt for 435 days, everyone would shoot themselves. But if AJ held the belt for 435 days, it'd be like, it's fucking AJ Styles, but to add on to the Shinsuke thing, he hasn't done anything on the main roster other than win them the Royal Rumble. And he's already shown that he can beat AJ before when he beat him at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yep. And, you know, this is a tough one.
It really is.
It's a very tough one to call.
If I had to make a pick,
I think I'm gonna go Shinsuke.
Yeah, I want to go AJ just so we don't have the same fucking answer for every match. But like, if I had to pick someone, it would be Shinsuke. But I would not be surprised if they just had AJ retain.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either. And if Shinsuke wins, I think that he holds it until SummerSlam, and then at SummerSlam AJ wins it, and AJ goes on a terror reign.
Yeah. Or Shinsuke wins it, and he holds it until SummerSlam, and he drops it to one Baron Corbin. It was just a thought. Could happen. Crazier things have happened. Jinder Mahal won the WWE Championship.
Yeah, but it's Baron.
Anyway, the Universal Championship match. Lesnar versus Reigns.
So, I'm gonna pick Roman.
Yeah,
because I'm pretty confident. I'm confident that Roman's gonna win.
I would actually be shocked if Lesnar won that match.
There is this part of me that feels like the Lesnar UFC writers have almost been such a work, and then he's just gonna beat Roman and be like, fuck you, I'm still the champion.
Could very well happen. They could just have Brock beat Punk's record. Because
Yeah,
after Mania, he'll be at a full year.
Yeah. I mean,
And then he
I
drops
think
it to
Roman
Aleister Black on the Raw after WrestleMania.
I would shit my abs.
Same.
I would lose. That can't happen. Aleister's going to be NXT champion.
Hey, he could be dual champion.
I'm cool with it.
Same.
We can.
Fuck it.
I think we have one match left.
Charlotte Asuka?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Asuka?
Asuka.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't even have to explain that one.
I think it'll be a great match. I think it'll be the best women's match that WrestleMania has ever seen.
I think they're doing something bad. I
do you
think
mean?
they're making this undefeated streak go way too long. And once someone beats her, it's going to be like, I don't like whoever it is that beats her.
Well, it's going to have to be a heel.
Yeah. But the rumors are that it's going to be Ronda at Mania next year. Which means you have a year to make Ronda very over as a heel. Or under. Or you know what I mean. A good heel. In a year. And she's having her first match at WrestleMania.
I don't think she'll have a hard time.
I don't think she will either. I'm glad they brought her in as a face because she was going to get cheered either way it went.
Yeah.
But it's going to be really, like, you got a year to make her, she's the most over face woman on the roster.
Face woman.
You know. You have to make her the most hated woman on the roster in 1 year. Less than that, really, because you have to build up to that match leading into it. So,
I think it's arguable that she's the most over woman on the roster right now. I think there's still some fans that are kind of bitter that she's even, like, there.
Yeah. But I think it's such a minority opinion, though. Like, for the most part, I think a lot of people are genuinely like, this is cool. This is, like, really cool.
Yeah, yeah, but at the same time, I don't know. I see it being very easy to have the crowd turn on Ronda. I don't know. I just do. I just think it's going to be an easy when they decide. All right, time for Ronda Rousey to be a heel. I don't think they're going to have an issue with convincing us that she's a heel.
I don't know. They've done crazier things, but I think they're going to have an especially hard time with this.
Well,
because you can't just make Asuka heel. It's not going to work.
I think you can. I mean, in NXT, she kind of was heelish.
She was just confident. But the difference between being a confident heel and just being confident is she literally did back it up all the time because she's never lost a singles match.
Yeah, that's fair. And that's fair, but I think you can eventually turn that cockiness into arrogance and turn that arrogance.
Yeah, you could.
I
think you would just rather get sympathy for her losing her streak rather than getting, the word that means the opposite of sympathy, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
feel like it'll be easier to get sympathy than to get that. Or as Scott Steiner said, get simpy.
But I think there's an easy way for them to build it where they're like, people are like, oh my God, I can't stand this woman. Someone needs to beat her.
Yeah.
Someone has to beat her. And I don't know who that someone could be. I've seen some people suggest it's got to be Ember Moon because of the whole NXT rivalry. But I don't know that NXT canon really floats over into the WWE storyline.
Anyone but Ember Moon. Literally anyone. Nia Jax? Okay. Ember Moon? No.
Cool. No. I'm over Ember Moon. And not in the good way. But yeah. Mania predictions.
Yep. That's all the matches, I think. Oh, Cena Taker.
Oh.
Not confirmed, but we might as well talk about it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Cena. I think.
Really?
I really do think so.
Okay, I think Taker's winning.
There we go. I just think that this is Taker's, like, truly his last. I don't want to say his last ride because I didn't mean it in that way, but like it's going to be his actual last ride. I don't know. I don't see it because he's too old school. He's not going to win in his last match.
I don't know, man. I think Taker almost transcends those traditional ideas, and you could almost say, okay, the Reigns match was his retirement match. This is a grudge match. This is a grudge match against a guy whose first time to try to prove himself was against Taker.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think Taker wins.
Can I make my prediction a two-part thing?
Yes.
Or is that cheating? Because
go ahead.
If it's Biker Taker, he's winning. If it's Deadman Taker, he's losing.
Yeah.
That's truly just how I feel about it. I have Cena winning because I don't see them making Biker Taker a thing again.
No,
but if it's Biker Taker, that motherfucker's winning.
That's honestly like very fair.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. But yeah, Mania I think is going to be a good show. A lot of good wrestling coming up this week.
I'm really excited. Still trying to convince Blue to come over.
Yeah, got to get Blue over there so you guys can get lit and have fun.
So far, the only person that I have confirmed for coming over is Tony, who does not watch wrestling.
Well,
so that's a thing.
Hopefully, it'll be like when we have Chase on, and he can just enjoy what he doesn't understand.
It could happen. I just don't see it happen. I feel like he's just going to be confused the whole time and then leave the next morning and be like, that was the dumbest fucking experience of my life. I don't understand anything.
7 hours got down the drain, men fucking dancing with each other. Bullshit ass. Well, we'll be Discording during it.
Yep. I'm going to try to upload this episode on time. I'm actually going to upload it as soon as we finish. That way I don't forget.
That's probably smart. Get it out before Raw and SmackDown happen this week.
Yep, that way we don't look too fucking stupid. When we're like,
but I mean,
I don't know. This is also officially the longest episode we've had since
probably our beginning.
Second or third one. How long was our second one? Was it an hour?
I think it was a little bit over. I think it might have been like an hour 10.
We're at an hour and 2 right now, or an hour 3.
Yeah, well,
this is a long one, but we also haven't talked since. Well, we have, but we haven't uploaded anything since the day before the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, we had a lot to catch up on. Glad we got to get it out. Depending on what's going on after Mania, maybe we can do a little quick 30-minute post-Mania recap. And
if I can walk to my computer, I'll make it happen.
Yeah,
there's a good chance I'm going to be plastered.
Yeah, by the end of Mania, I hope to be just schmammered enough that if AJ and Knock isn't the last match, I won't be mad.
Yeah.
But
yeah, this was fun. I enjoyed
this was
it.
fun.
This was a different thing.
Yeah.
Took a little bit to get used to, but I'm actually really down with it.
I enjoy it. It honestly feels a little bit more natural. Even the little come-ins from the dog. And
my fucking Mamaw did a run-in the middle of the show, trying to put herself over.
Yeah, whatever. We rocket strap folks around here. She's been waiting for hers for a while, and and she just decided to take it on her own, went into business for herself.
Fucking Mark.
But yeah, enjoy Mania week. Enjoy all the great wrestling that's about to come around this week, and get hype. Biggest week of the year. Let's see it happen.
I drink with you, but I drink both the beers I brought on for the show, so that's it.
Well,
I'm rambling.
We'll cheers together on Sunday, but good talking to you, man.
All right, you too, buddy.
Bye.
Peace.